We are here. The one time that I finally prepared stream properly. I have everything set up. I was ready to go right away. Wrong thumbnail. Fucking hell. Hey, what's going on with my camera? What up, Norman? Seeing Willa D. Wait, what the? Why is... Come on, man. Why is the camera always... Anyway, what up, Taikatsu? Willa D? Willa the Bald? No, this is not good. I see the problem, I think. Just give me a moment. Hopefully it should work now. Just a moment. Yeah, Cam's dead. There's a bit of an issue. Oh, well, that's not good. What the? Come on, man. Work with me, please. There we go. Fuck yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Anyway, what's up, everybody? I saw the stream peaked at 10 viewers a couple minutes ago, which is kind of fucking crazy. So that should be a good sign. But yeah, hope everyone's doing. Get me an Odin stream without some normal. Yeah, I mean, I'm too broke to not have. I'm too broke to not have issues. So my camera right now, even though like the quality looks amazing, it's just my old iPhone. So I'm using my old iPhone as a webcam, and the only other webcam that I have is like a shitty Logitech webcam, and the quality is actual dog shit. So it's gonna take a lot for me to go back to that one. Hey, Gautam, Shane, how you guys doing? Let me put up some proper music. We should be starting the weekly readings with a pretty hyped chapter, I think. It works. It definitely works. It's just the connection between my iPhone and my Mac Mini. It's not always the greatest. Like, I always have to first unlock the iPhone, then like make sure the cable's in properly, which doesn't always work. Sometimes it lags, but it has some cool effects though. I mean, it's the iPhone 12, so in terms of cameras, cheap cameras, though, your smartphone is usually the best webcam you can have, since you already own it. But I do want to upgrade to a proper camera sooner or later, but those things are crazy expensive. No, let's just... Using Irion webcam? What's Irion? Yeah, eventually I do want to get like a Sony camera, like the one default streaming camera that every small streamer uses. That should cost like 600 euros, which is it's a bit much, especially considering I want to like get a new floor for my home and maybe even a new kitchen, expand my balcony. So it's all messy. I gotta get my priorities straight. Oh, no. I don't have that. So like, because I have an iPhone and I have a Mac Mini, they're very well integrated together. So I don't need a software to like, or an app to like connect them. It just works. It's just integrated into the iOS and Mac system. Oh yeah, they're hell expensive. Hold up. Um, yeah, like this motherfucker right here. Like the quality of these things are amazing. Yeah, oh, they've even gone more expensive. Like they're at 700 now. Like I should be able to get them for like 500 or 600, maybe secondhand. But yeah. And plus, they're amazing cameras. If I'm eventually traveling, I want to do like an IRL stream, which I did last summer in Sardinia, which was pretty dope. But yeah, just hopefully my YouTube channel pops up at some point, that it gets me some money. I mean, I doubt I'll get to that point anyway, but if like my first ever paycheck from YouTube, if that ever happens, I'm definitely spending it on a camera. Renovating the roof of my house is cheaper. That really? Because for me, that shit was hella expensive. Hey, Anime All Day, how you doing? How's life treating you? It's kind of funny because after I gave my announcement that I'll be streaming in 3 hours on YouTube, I gained and lost a sub. Oh yeah. Someone just unsubbed like within the last half hour. So here we are. Whew, got me my drink. It's hot as shit. In comparison, yeah, exactly. So yeah, in the last 3 hours, I gained 2 subs and then lost 1. Oh, and if you haven't yet, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Help me out a little bit. I would very much appreciate it. That's a +1, yeah. I mean, it was a +2, but stock's been tanking. Are you just reading the chapter end of stream? And ending stream? Nah. I don't do that. Just depending on how tired I am, but I'm gonna read chapter and just discuss for as long as I want or can. I've also opened a Kagurabachi spoiler channel in my Discord, so I think some people have posted some stuff in there that I might want to check out. So like usually just reading a chapter alone, it's pretty short, which is kind of a waste of a stream, so I usually tend to like discuss a bit more if there's anything to be discussed. Yeah, let's say that's usually the plan. I mean, my One Piece streams, they usually go on for like 3 hours or 2 hours. But then again, that's One Piece. Like leak spoiler? Hopefully. No. I've like so like in my Discord, I have a separate channel for people to discuss the spoilers if they want to, so they don't have to like discuss the spoilers in other channels. So I just have muted the spoiler tag, so I don't ever get notifications from there. I also have one for One Piece. Damn, 14 people haven't even started streaming. Started reading. It's crazy. I don't think Kagurabachi will give that much to talk about for. No, exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant. But this is probably gonna be a battle heavy chapter. So we'll just have to wait and see where this takes us. Like last stream that we got some lore, like related to the Seitei Wars. That was like solid discussion material. So usually for those chapters, like lore heavy chapters, those are fun to discuss. Depends on lore drop, yeah. Like even for example for One Piece, like when the mural chapter dropped, I streamed for 4 hours. Then 2 days later, I streamed for another 3 hours, just discussing a single panel, and then I did a separate stream with another small content creator for like two hours. I think I dedicated like 10 to 12 hours on that on that specific chapter. So depending on the lore drop, I can go pretty hard. And so far, like Kagurabachi is pretty straightforward. There's not that much in-depth stuff yet. But who knows? Things might change sooner or later. Because the author, I mean, he's young. He's definitely getting better. So maybe he'll get some ideas and There was this dude who streamed for like 11 hours after the panel drop, just on the mural. I mean, that might have been me. I mean, I didn't stream for 11 hours straight, but I think I definitely reached like 11 hours total of stream time. But I've never done like an 11-hour stream. I think my max is at 8 hours for a video game on Twitch. Yeah, let's just get started. It is time. Chapter 83. All right. So we start with a flashback. Chihiro. Are you guys ready? Here we go. All right. '83. Let's go. All right. The malediction. Oh, so, okay. So this is the flashback after Chihiro got revived, and he's with, fuck, I forgot his name. I don't have it written down. Fuck. He's the one dude that I always remember his name. Shiba. That's the one. That's the Shinichi's power. Rokuhira didn't talk about it, but he didn't intend to hide it from you forever. Togo Shiba. Gotcha. Off-screen merchant. But it was too much to share with you at such a young age. Okay, now he remembers his dad. Slowly but surely, we'll learn to do that together. Shem, how the fuck did you do that? Is that an emote? Oh shit, that's an emote. I was like, how the nice. But I haven't seen that one yet before. 200,000 lives. We are complicit in the deaths they cause. Oops. That's why he sealed up the enchanted blades. Without the enchanted blades, the people of this country would have been massacred. But even so, Rokuhiro was racked with guilt for forging them. Then we have Chihiro. Then why did he give me this? Chapter 83, the N10. That is a good question. I think it has to do something with the dad's state of mind. I think like the intent of the intent of which he made the N10 is different than the intent that he made the other 6 enchanted blades with. So just that alone, I think matters a lot. Okay, we have the clash. Chihiro and Samura. Wait, Neo, fuck off. Come on, get here. Come on, get over here. Alright. They clash in midair. And as I thought, that was too much for Chihiro. He didn't get sliced, but he's getting knocked back. His insane strength and his hand is buzzing from the clash. If I tried to counter it instead of deflecting, he would have sliced my arm off. Yeah, you're not dealing with the average swordsman anymore. There's a saying from the Seitei War that's fitting. When the blackbirds flock, death is nigh. Wait. Hold up. There's a saying from the Seitei War that's fitting. When the blackbirds flock, that Jesus, death is nigh. I can read. It's obvious where that saying came from. Huh. Okay, so like in real life, crows are like sort of an omen of death. So in the Kagurabachi world, it originated because of Samura. Like So far, Samurai might be the strongest one, aside from the sword saint, whatever you want to call him, like the Shinuchi owner. Like the Shinuchi should be like the one most correlated with death, right? Samurai elegantly lands on the roof. Yeah. Show me. What on earth do you want to show me? There's a way to prevent the malediction without sacrificing any lives. There's no way. And then he says, we destroy the Shinuchi. I mean, that works. I mean, it's better than the current plan. And also, there's always the volcano plan as a plan B if destroying it doesn't work. The Shinuchi is the source of eternal contracts. If the Shinuchi were to be destroyed, the contracts will become null. Nobody has to die. And then Samurai, if only we could just destroy it. After the war, we tried everything we could think of. We couldn't even scratch it. I heard you broke the Cloud Gouger, but a flip-flop. Yeah, it's really dope that he's fighting on flip-flops. That's dope. Okay, so they couldn't destroy the Shinuchi. Yeah, I mean, they did. I was gonna say they didn't try the volcano, but like, it's still made of metal. And Rokuhira is a swordsmith. Essentially, he should be able to just bend the metal again. And if the volcano doesn't work, there's the Mariana Trench, like thousands of kilometers deep. Ain't nobody going in there. Even to this day, no one can dive in there. Next page. Damn, got a new person in chat. Otacuts. Manga anime 60-second shorts. Damn, that is a hell of a name. Okay, I'm gonna refrain on reading your comments. Can anyone confirm in chat if it's spoiler material? Is it safe to read? Shem or Will, if anyone can confirm. I just realized that I don't have any mods in for Kagurabachi streams. Just theories? Okay. I love this chapter. I theorize Samurai would not end up killing Chihiro. I would 100% love to see them together with Iori. Chihiro and Iori together with Samurai as father. Thing is, I'm kind of I don't see how it would happen, but in a way, I do see death flags on his head. I don't know why, but like, just there's something about Samurai. Such an OP character introduced pretty early on, and he's already like balls deep in the action. And he is, like, he's so strong that what they're called, the Hishaku is holding back because of him. So I think he has to like, he has to get written out of the story in order for the Hishaku to get more active and to progress the story more forward. Like, even though it's nice idea to like have Iori and Samurai reunite as father and daughter, still seeing a bit of a death flag above him. I was watching the past live streams on my TV and I couldn't watch live. Oh, okay, don't worry about it. Thanks for joining anyway. I also think he's gonna end up without Tobimuna. I mean, I think the Tobimuna might still exist, but he definitely gonna die. Okay, so Taiketsu is with me. Sarah is moving with one foot in the grave. Damn, so I'm not the only one, huh? Also think about the other blades. I mean, I'm aware, but like Samurai, I mean, he's a really dope character. He's a really, really dope character. Like he's not a bad person. So, and what do authors like to do with beloved characters? Specifically OP beloved characters. Give them an epic death. Or a Whitebeard in One Piece. Or Rengoku in what's the Demon Slayer? Jiraiya. And this guy might be the Whitebeard of One Piece. No, the Whitebeard of Kagurabachi. Yori 2 said they should sacrifice Samura for a greater good, and Yori would play that role in that. Well, yeah, they're using her as a weapon. He might die protecting her. There might be something bigger going on, maybe. Yeah, the OP mentor death burden. Alright, let's continue. Okay, I think that's Samura. Sword fighting is similar to physical augmentation. The strength of the blade varies greatly depending on the wielder's skill and spirit energy. Whoever was wielding the enchanted blade must have been some really puny tug for it to break. Oh shit! Whoever was wielding the enchanted blade must have been some really puny thug for it to break. So Cloud Gouger was tied to Sojo, and because Sojo... Man, so I was... Once again, I'm proven right. Like, he should have spent more time. He should have spent more time training instead of... Wow, so his... Wow, okay, yeah, Sojo slander. Must have been some really puny thug for it to break. We're talking about a man they call the Sword Master. And Kunishiga Rokuhira's Shinuchi sword is indestructible. Called him a bum, yeah. Wait, Mina, I just noticed. Have I seen you here before? Because I'm just now noticing, like, I don't think I've seen you before. Enten did destroy Cloud Gouger. I mean, yeah. So, not Shoujo, Sojo. Like the Cloud Gouger dude. Yeah, no, exactly. I thought it was Will, but with the PFP upside down. Because they're the same color. The Swordmaster and I have to die. That's the best and only way. Okay, then we have Chiro again. Here it comes. Crow. He swaps places with the black feathers floating in the air. Stealing lost technique. Was your first Kagurabachi? Wait, I was watching your first Kagurabachi stream, then noticed... Oh, I thought you meant you were in my first Kagurabachi stream, because... Okay, fair enough. Yeah, good shit. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. So we see some splatters and some feathers. Okay, he's doing it in the eyes again. Maybe it's because I've honed my skills. But more than ever, the sword feels deeply integrated with my hand. My Nishiki flows more lightly and naturally than before. I still don't... Oh, actually, my question from last week got answered. Like, at first I wondered, why didn't he use... I think it was against the bum, Double H. He didn't use the EI technique. I don't think he's still fully used to it yet. Become Wata, my friend. Here it comes. with the flip-flops. Shiro looks to the side. Oh, I didn't see the left side. Good. Wait, what? Okay, so Chiro does not go for a block, but he slashes behind him? Wait, hold up. What happened here? Oh, wait, I see. He teleported. I teleported. Okay. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah, okay. Because for a moment it looked like this was his face. But this is the back of his head. So behind him, Shiro goes for a defensive slash. Teleports again. I think they clash. Kuro. Once again, behind them. Oh, this is Minato shit. Like Flying Thunder God shit. Speed blitzing all over the place. Chiro blocking. Even with Nishiki, I can barely evade him. But I see it now. Right before he switches places, there's a trace of spirit energy. Oh, okay, so he's aiming for the feather. Good shit, Chiro. Are you calling Hiroko a bum? Oh yeah, I am. I've called him worse in the previous streams. He's one of he was the most well-written character. I love his. Nah, I mean, you're not gonna like my other streams if you only watch my first one. There hasn't been a moment where I did not shit on him, except for I think one chapter where he actually improved. I get like 1% of the character. We're on the same page then. Oh wait, the feather turns into the sword itself. Only his sword. Gotcha. Grabs the feather behind him, and this Samuro says, "That was impressive. You figured out how to read my movements, but." Once again, grabs it. I figured yours out too. And they clash. Once again, EI. Also, I'm noticing something. I forget his name, but the author. He's experimenting a lot with like drawing movements. Like these squibbles around the feet, trying to draw movements. Because before he was always draw like still images, and now he's actually going for like the movement illusion, which is dope. Really dope. I still remember Odin screamed "fuck" when he realized they shouldn't die. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen a couple more times throughout the next years. Eureka character written has potential for sure, but I understand why y'all fuck. I mean, he has potential for growth, sure, but yeah, I mean that's the whole gist of it. I don't fuck with him. I read his whole character from the beginning, especially compared to someone like Chiro. Like they're the same age, but Chiro is just so much more competent, so much more mature. Has much less, like Chiro saw through him from the beginning. And only like in the last chapter or like the one before that did Double H like realize, oh, he does not give a shit about me. He doesn't even see me as an equal. And I was like, yeah, I've been seeing that from the beginning. You're not like him. Samuro can teleport his, yeah, he can teleport his sword. I wonder if he's gonna do that with his sandal too. Sakura Hokazono. It's the name of the author. Wait, Taco. Wait. Taco Horizontal is. Wow, that's crazy. Okazona's evolving in real time. He's going. I mean, geez, I can't talk, but every single author of a manga author, just look at their first manga chapter and move to like to the middle of the story and towards the end. You see a huge shift, and that's one of the most fun things to see in a story, seeing the author evolve as an artist. You're going to defend me even if it goes like 5-0. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You do you. I mean, if I ever if I'm ever wrong about him, if I get proven wrong about Double H, I'll just openly admit it. I'm not one to like be a sore loser. I want the story to have a dope character. So if eventually somehow Double H becomes really fucking dope and I really fuck with him, I'll say it. Someone misspelled his name on Reddit. Oh, okay, I see. Horizontal is such a base name. Even the Japanese fandom is aware of the Taco. That's funny. Anyway, let's continue. So, they clash. Man, you do not want to fight Hiruzen, the third Hokage, on this rooftop. Sparks coming out of the blades. Samura, is he struggling? Wait, hold up. I missed something, I think. I think there's some... Wait. So they clash. Deliberately doesn't show the sword of Chihiro. Gets disarmed. Wait, did this? Falls into a pond. Enten still falling down. What just happened? His arm buzzing. When Kunishiga Rokuhira forged the enchanted blades, he didn't craft their power specifically, only their general intended purpose: to kill or to protect. The original 6 swords were destined as instruments of war, to defeat the enemy. Chihiro in the water. And then we see some blacksmithing activity. On the defensive, but it hasn't been cut, yeah. I still think it uses 30% of power for Chihiro. There's no way you can block his attacks. It's hard to tell. I don't think we've seen Samura go all out yet. So like which percentage he's at, it's hard to tell. Really want a blacksmith moment with Chihiro? No, yeah, that's I haven't really talked about that much, but that's one of my theories eventually. Next page. Ooh. So Chihiro in the water. In a blacksmithing room. Rokuhira swordsmith. That's them too. But the 7th sword, Enten, is different. It was the only time in Rokuhira's career as a swordsmith, as a master swordsmith, that he co-created a sword with someone. All I did was follow what he said, says Chihiro. Right after the war, your father attempted to destroy the enchanted blades. But they were masterpieces, forged with Datenseki material, with properties beyond human understanding. Every attempt to destroy them failed. Excuse me. Every attempt to destroy them failed. All of them. Not just the Shinichi. After that, for nearly 15 years, your father struggled in the darkness, with the knowledge that he'd created the enchanted blades and the malediction. But along, you were his guiding light, illuminating a path forward. The Enten was that path. So it's not just... So I said earlier my theory was that Rokuhira's mindset changed throughout, like after the 6th Enchanted Blade, when he created Enten, his whole mindset had shifted compared to during the Seitei War. And I think an even bigger role is Chihiro. Damn, chat. There's so much being chatted in. So there's so much being talked in the chat. It's hard to keep up. Oh my, this fucking phone, man. Here we go. Remember Hokuzono said in an interview the last year that Chihiro kept the blade of Kurigumo? I wonder if something happened to Enten and he later attaches the tip of the Kurigumo into Enten? Kurigumo? Oh, Cloud Gouger, you mean? I mean, that was more than the tip. That was like... That was like most of the blade. I don't know about anyone else, but I didn't thought that Chihiro and he made it together. Almost 20 people. Yeah, I mean, I've reached 20 people before in for Kagurabachi. Let's see if Kagurabachi can be One Piece, because my most consecutive viewership has been 50 simultaneous viewers, and that was during the mural chapter. Chat's a bit cramped today. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to like juggle between chat and the chapter. This I made the swords for the war, yeah, and with Chihiro, there's like the whole mentality and the whole intention of the sword switched around. Okazono said he didn't want to speak on the future core. Something is coming. Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, definitely. That's that's not even a question. It would actually be bad writing if he doesn't do anything with it. Like the hints, like the fact that Chihiro is able to use the other half of the Cloud Gouger for bits was a big enough hint. So you know how Chihiro has like two swords, like Enten and like the smaller one? You can turn like the last bit of the Cloud Gouger into like a smaller sword and use it as a secondary. It probably won't be nowhere near as powerful as the original Cloud Gouger or Enten. It would still be like a good assisting sword. I need to change this channel name. Just saw. Yeah, your name is hella fucking long. Enten was in the first panel of the series. Wait, was it? Don't recall that actually. But what do you think about the 2 boxes under the 6 enchanted blades in chapter 2? Oh, I remember. I think I'm gonna get to that after the chat, because I actually had a thought process when I was reading for the first time, but I never mentioned it. So after the chapter, help remind me of that question. Never thought of that. That would be cool. Yeah, it would actually be pretty cool. It's probably gonna be very limited with its power, but still be pretty cool. The Wakizashi, I have spearheading that theory that Cloud Gouger will come back as one. No, I think like the grip and the other half of the blade, it's too broken. The rest of the blade can be salvaged somewhat and be turned into a smaller blade, I think. Chihiro and Rokuhira forging Enten was the first. Oh, that was Enten. Huh. Yeah, because it was 3 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Maybe he was keeping some raw Dansaki in there. Maybe. But Chihiro is not his dad, so I don't think he's able to like handle raw Danseki yet. Anyway, let's continue. You use the Enten to destroy the Cloud Gouger. Oh, wait, is that the intent of Enten? Like a... So Enten... Before I continue, Enten might have been made with the sole purpose of destroying the enchanted blades. Huh. Sure, Sojo wasn't a swordsman. He wasn't as proficient with the blade as his previous owner, but even so, he's a strong fighter. It wasn't just his failure, there's no question. It was also your success. And you were also able to correct that... You were able to course correct that katana, which had been compromised from its true intent. Sojo Glaze? I mean, the... the shit talking earlier was kind of crazy. Alright. Now we have Samura. To face the past and connect it to the future. Perhaps that was the purpose Rokuhira infused into the Enten. That day, you were able to draw out that power. They are still distant figures. Is that what Samura felt earlier? Why his hand and sword were all buzzing? Okay, so now that... Okay, another theory time. Now that we've established this, the death flag on Samurai has lowered quite a bit. Because if Chihiro destroys Jesus. What's his blade's name? Fuck. Kumiori? No, that's the other one. Tobimune, yeah, that's the one. If Chihiro destroys Tobimune in this fight, not necessarily this chapter, but if it happens in this fight, that's also a way to ride out Samurai out of the story. Because he will be nowhere near as powerful. But he can serve as like a father figure or teacher for both Iori and Chihiro. Nogale Sojo was a damn prodigy, being able to fight like that for a week, toying with the blade. And my whole thing was that he needed to take it seriously. Like, he should not have toyed. He should have trained properly. And seeing and after hearing Samurai's words, I've said for maybe a week or a month straight, nah, fuck that. He should have trained for a year straight. Dyslexia attacks again? Yeah. It's been popular theory among the fandom. Some of the theory. Posted the interview about Kagurabachi in your Discord. You can watch it if... Okay, fair. That's enough out of you, Wolf. Yeah, that was crazy. And then if you also confirm relevance of Chihiro's mother. Okay. So we'll get something related to that sooner or later, I guess. He also had the raw mentality. I assume his mother is Hishaku? I mean, it might be representative of one of the fishes. So like, what are the... So we have Kuro, Aka, and Nishiki. So what if Kuro represents the dad, Aka represents the mother, and Nishiki represents Chihiro? Because Nishiki has like both colors like flowing through it. Like it's multicolored. Like Nishiki's like a fusion, like a mix of both, representing the mom and dad. And also, not just a memento to his dad, but also his mom, which he still does, I guess, doesn't know yet. Because there are three fishes. If it's only his love for Chihiro, then there should have been like only him and Chihiro, which would mean two fishes. But there's three of them. I thought about that. Maybe it just popped into my mind. I think that his mother was the previous Cloud Gouger, but that would be kind of crazy. Didn't his mom like die much earlier than that? Like huh. No, actually, no. That it does add up. I was gonna say it would be fucked up to like expect his wife to fight in the Seitei War. But if she's strong enough to like handle the Cloud Gouger, then she's definitely competent. There's something there, but I'm gonna need to see more. Was she killed in the war arc? No, because Chihiro was not born there yet. Only time will tell. Excited for the mom. Yeah. Wouldn't that make sense now that chapter 19 Chihiro said Sojo that they will... Yeah. Alright. Let's continue. That day you were able to draw out the part. Yeah, so... That's probably what Saura noticed earlier. We need to have principles and accountability. The weight of malediction must have been that heavy. Then the Enten's true realm. Yeah. I'm committed to taking it on. The destruction. With the Enten, I'll destroy the Shinichi. Oh, okay, so now Enten stocks up high. How the it was all the way with Samura. He has not done this before, right? You made cross. No, yeah, but it's similar, but not really. Unless if he mimicked it. Huh. If he mimicked it, then the fish should be by Samura right now and should be like within range to get cut. But Samura is competent enough to like notice that. Hey, Altry, welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. I think it's Aqua Copy Crow ability. I mean, depends on how far the copying goes, but it's interesting that the fish itself is used as a substitute. And then topping my favorite enchanted blade chart. So now it's true in like its true realm has been revealed. But still, it's not gonna be easy because Chihiro could barely hold on when he fought the dad with the Shinichi. I saw he caught a feather. No, I get that. It's more so like he's using the fish as a substitute, not necessarily a feather. I know he can create a lot more of those Aka thingies. But still, it's kind of interesting. Come on, work with me here. What'd I miss? You replicated Crow and then yeah. Should have used Aka. Check when he was fighting when Samura teleported. No. I get he cut like the feather. I get that. I know the Anton has some copy abilities to a certain extent. This seems pretty OD. Like he was not able to do that. Like, okay, so with Cloud Gouger, it wasn't necessarily teleportation. It was just hyperspeed. And also when he summoned the sword back to him, and the other way around, when he launched himself towards the sword. Like he was... I don't think it's Aka. I don't feel like it would have been seen the fish instead of Kuro. I think he absorbed the black feather crow when he sliced that. But if it's actually that, then why didn't a crow feather appear instead? So what I got from this chapter is that Anton's reason for existing is and True Realm can be used to destroy the blade. I mean, yeah, I mean it's literally spelled out. Chiro definitely has a long way to go, but I'm here for... Yeah, we're here for the long run. I'm really curious what will happen to Samurai in the end. Because now there's actually, with this introduced, there is a way to take down or to like take care of Samurai without defeating him. But he didn't use Aka even once, or he's so fluid that can absorb ability. I mean, he might have done silently because he can use, like, he can turn those Aka thingies pretty fucking small. Maybe he had one like hidden up, maybe. But then again, we've never seen him use like multiple abilities at once. Do you think Chiro's dad was going to use Anton originally? Nah, his dad is not a swordsman. He only made the sword for a specific purpose, destruction of the Shinuchi. But it's definitely someone else is gonna use it eventually. Maybe he was gonna approach Samura or someone else. Actually, no, they cannot. No, Samura would have to die in order to. Actually, he can't do that though. Like he could have killed himself and like rise from the ashes, and then wield the Enten. It seems like overkill, and there's not many swordsmen that skilled. He's gonna need to train under the other sword bearers more. I really want to see more from the other sword bearers. Like, so far it seems hard to like top, even come close to what Samurai's doing. I don't know if you know, but just found Shonen Jump channel makes official edits for promoting the volumes of the manga. Wait, it does? I've seen him do shit like this Kura before, Double H and the... Yeah. I saw the first chapter is fully voiced with sound effects and English text. Wait, is that the hint? Would that then be a hint for like the voice actors for the anime? I could react to that. Hold up. Let's see. Come on. I hope this won't get me any trouble. And let's see.
炭素量を整え、強度を高めるため、叩き、伸ばし、折り曲げ、また叩く。
I know that voice.
この鍛錬を含む高度な技術をもって行われるいくつかの工程を経て、鋼の塊は
Ooh, that's
強靭な刀へと変貌を遂げる。神楽鉢第1話すべきこと。
that's. Wait, it's the whole first chapter? Oh, I thought it was a snippet, but holy shit. No, we're not gonna do the whole thing. But the voice of Chihiro sounds very familiar. Is it maybe? If anyone knows, I feel like it. It gives me Death Note vibes, either L or Light. Really sounds like one of them. Like the way, like the cadence in there in his voice, like the softness in his voice, really gives me, I guess, more L vibes. I guess. Barely hear it. Oh, hold up. Let me do it again. I mean, chat is kind of going crazy, so I can't. Just listen to it. Okay, so that's the dad.
鍛錬、日本刀作りにおける重要な工程だ。玉鋼を炭素量を整え、強度を高めるため、叩き、伸ばし、折り曲げ、また叩く。この鍛錬を含む高度な技術を持って行われるいくつかの工程を経て。
Oh, there. Oh, yeah, of course. There's a time jump. Okay, let's see.
綺麗に直そう思ったら直せるやろ。めっちゃ目立ってるけど。
And that's Shiba.
そのままで。シャモ。
朝、顔を洗って鏡を見ると、この傷が目に入る。すると、あの日を思い出すんですよ。
シャモ。
That's just even more Death Note-y. What the? That sounds even more like Death Note. Do you from DS? No. What's DS? Like his age older actually sounds better. Wait, Fresh Hatred? Oh, for Chihiro. I thought you were talking about me for a second. The Chihiro was the VA was the MC for My Dress Up Darling, according to. Okay, I've never watched that. What's the name of the author? Because I kind of want to Google him right now. Because his voice sounds so familiar. Oh, he's searching for the VA voice actor right now. Is their name in the fuck? Remember when people were calling this part corny when the manga first dropped? Me? I mean, the one thing I criticized in the first half was like the way the dialogue was written, but I think that was mostly the translation, because the first couple chapters I was reading like dog shit, like a dog shit translation. Like for everyone, like was actually okay. Shoya Ishige. So were people actually like calling it corny? I mean, it was sort of basic at the most, but it was good enough to keep reading. Okay, let's see. What has this guy done? Okay, Living with Otaku, Dress Up Darling, Classic Stars, Fire Hunter, Godzilla Singular Point, Yu-Gi-Oh? Nope, haven't watched. Well, there has to be something that's. Why does it sound so familiar? Akudama, nope. Gundam, nope. Love is War, High Card, Suicide Squad, ReZero. A Timer, Slime. Wait, he's fresh off the bat. It didn't do anything before 2017. Huh. Okay, if he just started in 2017, then I definitely do not know him because I was thinking of more like a more older anime. Knows him from Dress Up Darling. Yeah, I know Dress Up Darling. Watched every single episode. Whatever the. I mean, do I even want to watch that? The one sort of similar anime that I gave a try was Prison School, because I heard people call it. They were praising the comedy like to no ends, and then I watched it and I was like, nah, that's not it. Just cringe, creepy comedy trope that's been done over and over and over again. Just a horny boy peeping on the girls. It's been done since the 90s. That's nothing new. ReZero, I haven't even watched ReZero. The biggest role is Gojo in MDUD? The hell's MDUD? I only know Gojo from JJK. It isn't close to Prison School. It's a okay. So this is a romance anime. It looks like I don't know. It sounds like a, how do you call it? A harem anime, I guess. Kind of looks like that type of stuff. If it's an actual romance story, then all is fair. Fair enough. Shiba in the first as well. Wait, the second, third chapter animation on YouTube, you can hear the voice actors for Hino. I mean, I heard Shiba just now, right? Like Shiba was talking to Chihiro. He kind of sounded like Kakashi. It's full romanced with some ecchi. Okay, yeah, that's. I'm not into the ecchi stuff. I mean, it's not at all for me. But romance, I'm not mad at it. Like romance is not really my favorite genre, like at all. But like Your Name is arguably my favorite movie ever. Like in general, not just animated, but like every single movie ever made. Your Name is at the lowest top 2. That shit was so good. Yeah, Your Name is, man, Beautiful does it. It does not do it justice. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot, but I think there's some stuff in the Kagurabachi spoiler Discord. Is there any? Okay. Oh, okay. So it's just a panel of Chihiro. Okay, fair enough. Asylum Voice, I've heard of it, but never watched it really. I need to see Your Name again. Nah, when I watched Your Name, I was completely dead inside. The fact, like, when I watched Your Name, I was not as cheerful as today. Let's keep it at that. And even then, that shit kind of hit my soul. Let's go. Your Name appreciation. I've 20 times. Damn, I think I've watched it twice at the most. The second time I watched it because I wanted to understand the time travel thing more. Because the first time watch it was a bit confusing a little bit, so I watched it the second time for a better understanding. ReZero is worth watching. Unhealthy amounts of gore. I mean, that's not really a way to like draw me in. Gore has it has a role in anime and manga. But if it's like its main thing, then Story of Silent Voice, that does sound familiar. Not a rom-com, but something you will definitely love. That sounds very familiar. Also like a horror genre. I'm trying to remember which anime I've watched lately. Not that much, to be honest. I mean, the last anime that I actually watched from start to end was Dragon Ball Daima, and that's just because it's Dragon Ball. Before that, Demon Slayer, which has been Demon Slayer, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So yeah, basically only like big names. No smaller anime, to be honest. But I got into Kagurabachi, see men cutting limbs like they're nothing with... Ah, okay. No, I mean, that was not my drawing points. Like, my only knowledge of Kagurabachi was the memes that came when it's... Like, when Kagurabachi first came out, the memes were going crazy. Like, I don't know what it was about. I didn't know what it was about. But the memes had reached the One Piece community, and it was like all memes about how Kagurabachi would solo like every swordsman in One Piece. I don't know, it was just funny as fuck. Wait, you got issues? Wait, me? I got to see the memes just later after I mean, yeah, they just reached my radar. Like, back then I was still on Twitter, but thank God I'm out of there. Oh, Will, okay. Yeah. I'm still trying to think. I feel like I've watched an anime lately. Okay, it's not necessarily an anime, but the Castlevania series, like not the newest series because I didn't really like that one. But the first, like the 4th season of the original story, Castlevania is phenomenal, fucking amazing show. The animation is just fucking godly. I'm from Jordan, Palestine? Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not from. That's a Palestinian flag, but I'm not from Palestine. I keep trying to like get the whole flag in like in picture, but it's kind of too zoomed in or too zoomed out, and it's kind of only showing like the top half. Where I'm from the Netherlands, Europe. Okay, that's a bit better, I guess. No, just representing, just showing support. But I'm ethnically I'm Moroccan. My both parents are from Morocco. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you guys? Because I have an overall gist of like each fan base that's on my channel, like from One Piece and look Moroccan. I mean, you're one of the very few that says that. Okay, Taiketsu 20, 27, 25. Okay, still a pretty wide range. 21. Okay, so far 27 is the oldest here. 17, damn. Okay, so from 17 to 27 is the range. Would you like a Discord bot with Kagurabachi theme, character name with banners? Nah, I'm not interested in bots. Okay, 24. I mean, if eventually like my channel pops off and my Discord actually becomes relevant, then I'll consider like fun bots like add to it. But for now, it's getting pretty tricky to just manage my One Piece channel right now. Like I want to stream on Twitch too, but even that is like getting kind of impossible. So I kind of want to keep Discord for like to the very lowest in terms of management, because I can sort of do that stuff while I work. But other than that, I'm busy. Always excluded from Discord, can't work my way through. Yeah, no, like the user interface of Discord is kind of dog shit. Like it's not user friendly at all. So I feel you. Like it takes, even like to this day, I still don't know how the fuck to navigate that thing. Like if I want to try to like adjust some settings, it's fucking impossible. Oh, I just remembered a certain question someone asked earlier that I was gonna answer after reading the chapter. The first year I had Discord, I never used it until because I was so confused. Oh yeah. I mean, I actually only made my Discord because J7 from the One Piece side of my channel asked me to. Like he was asking for like almost a year, and then I finally did it. And it's pretty helpful. And so far, I only got like what, 28 people to 30. Oh, right. The 2 boxes under the blades. So my whole theory was, well, not even theory, but like my whole assumption when I first started reading Kagurabachi, I was still trying to like understand what was going on, and I was aware of the 6 blades, the 6 enchanted blades. And you saw like six big boxes, and underneath the boxes there was like smaller drawers or boxes. And my first instinct was like, oh, each enchanted blade comes with a smaller sword, like just like how Chiro has like the Enten and a smaller sword. So I always assumed like they were pairs, like each enchanted blade came with a smaller sword. That was the whole thing that I had in mind, but nothing ever came out of that, and I completely forgot about it. That's why I said the thing about Kagura. No, actually, no, it's complete coincidence. No, that actually, I mean, it happened in the same stream, but it's just complete coincidence. I didn't even connect those two together. That's why they keep the Datenseki maybe. I mean, it seems like they would keep it maybe outside or like somewhere else. Like keeping it in a drawer like that sounds kind of tricky for a unstable metal. Also thought that while reading for the first. Yeah, okay, so I'm not the only one. Good shit. Oh, and by the way, next week, not only am I going to read Kagurabachi, I'm also gonna start with JJK, reading the manga for the first time. So if there's any fans of JJK and want to join me on this journey, make sure to be there on Monday and Tuesday. And I've said it before, I've watched the first 6 episodes, but I don't remember much from it at all. Like I barely remember anything. And like I said last week, the only thing I remember is the main character getting beat up by some big dude because he would not answer what type of girls he's into. That's the only fucking thing I remember. Odin, do you see Saiga Games pictures, animations to make an idea of how? Wait, is that the studio? Of the studio that's animating Kagurabachi. There's a character like Double H in J. Man. Okay, we're gonna have to wait and see. What do you think Uroha's sorcery is going to be like? Not that his. I think he's still gonna remain a swordsman. Maybe just like. Yeah, he should probably still be a swordsman. Maybe just like incorporate his sorcery with his swordsmanship. Or whatever his like specific sorcery, no idea. They originally made games and anime for them, but also made studios. Like, I mean, Kagurabachi would be. Kagurabachi would actually work as a pretty cool fighting game, but there's not enough characters yet to like make a full-blown game out of it. But so far, like the swords all have dope abilities. So like imagine you're fighting a samurai and you're like able to like spread around some wings and teleport from one feathers from one to the other. Would be pretty neat. But then again, having so little characters would actually be a benefit, because you could like, for each character you can have a very in-depth fighting mechanic per character. The Summer Hikaru died is one that has great animation. Only have trailer, but the anime will look like a movie. Wait, we only have a trailer for what? Kagurabachi or? I think Cygames plan to make Kagurabachi their IP, so I think they will go all out for it. So far, Kagurabachi is not as big yet, I think. So like, I don't know if it will be as big as like Demon Slayer. Because they're overall like, they gave like they're the same type of story. Demon Slayer and Kagurabachi, like the same type of straightforward story. But I don't know, like I don't remember when Demon Slayer started to pop off. Like I don't know how deep into the story it was before it started to pop off. Because when Demon Slayer popped off, it was actually competing with like One Piece in terms of like sales. So I can make anime games adaptation, but nowadays they're adapting other things too. Okay. Want the anime to have CSM anime kind of color? Chainsaw Man? Oh, CSM. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was confused by CSM earlier. Your name takes half the screen. I mean, for me, it barely fits on screen. I mean, just change it to autocuts. Autocuts is catchy, it's short, it's snappy, it works. As soon as I leave the live. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so as for this week, we got on, most likely on Friday, One Piece. I'm going to try to do Vinland Saga on Sunday. Monday will be both Kagurabachi and JJK, 2 separate streams. Tuesday, JJK once again. And that should be it for now. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys have watched, read One Punch Man. Apparently some fuck shit is going on with the manga. Like, Murata is apparently really fucked up. Like, it's so bad, King of Lightning made a rant video about One Punch Man, which is fucking insane. Last arc, I wasn't even aware, like... So I was up to date, but I read so sporadically because Murata would always go on breaks and I didn't know why. I thought he was just taking breaks because obviously One Punch Man is very high quality manga, and I thought he just needed his rest. But no, this whole time he was like redrawing the current arc. And it's fucking insane. 10 chapters took 1 year, and it's like in of itself, like I think like the first redraw I think was an improvement as far as I know. But I wasn't aware of this of the second redraw. That is dog shit. Full bashed Kagurabachi after only reading 5 chat. I mean, I've been following King of Lightning since 2013, I think. I know when to take his word. I know when to take his word and when not to. And for him to bash One Punch Man, like he praises One Punch Man to no ends. Like in terms of One Punch Man, him and I are like on the same wavelength. So when the whole thing between Saitama and Garo happened, I was fucking baffled. Like that shit happened in the same year as Gear 5th. And One Punch Man was like blowing my mind even more than Luffy was. And same went for King of Lightning. Like we both are aware how insanely good One Punch Man is. So for him to like criticize One Punch Man's Murata like that in the latest arc, that is fucking massive. And I've watched his whole video. I was almost caught up anyway, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just tank the spoilers because I wasn't sure when I'm gonna read One Punch Man anyway. But it's actually worse than I thought. Like I was scared. I was so scared that it was gonna give dog shit arguments, but nah, he was like the arguments he gave, they're legit. Like he broke down every single version of the arc. I broke it down like page for page pretty much, chapter for chapter. So the first version was pretty good. The second version was improved on the first version, actually became better, which is like, all right, fine, I'll take it. But then the third version was, man, how do I describe it? Like I described it in Discord. Like imagine Oda decides to redraw Onigashima, and right before the Supernova fight Kaido, right before they start fighting, in comes Shanks, one-shots Big Mom and Kaido, and dips. And all of Kaido's men stay unharmed, and the arc ends. That's essentially what happens. Webcomic was just one chapter long, not even arc. I mean, I don't read the... There's a reason why I don't read the webcomic. I fucking love Murata's art style. I love the way he draws the manga. Like Garo versus Saitama, infinitely better than the webcomic version. Yet no, it's that bad apparently. I haven't read it yet, like the newest version, and I'm not sure if I want to be honest, because that is like that will break my heart if I actually read it. The final version, what truly was meant to be, because of the webcomic. Murata has showcased before that he's willing to like break away from the webcomic and do his own version. I'm with King of Lightning here. Like if it's actually that bad, I will read it eventually. I might do a stream of it sooner or later for the whole arc, the whole new version. But the whole thing is like I've only had like two One Punch Man streams, so I would have to like read every single version and review it myself, which is gonna take like a whole goddamn day to stream it. So, like for example, like the Garo versus Saitama fight in the webcomic version, if I recall correctly, they have this really dope moment where Saitama and Garo sit at like a table and like have a talk. That was such a dope moment. That it was really nice. It was so dope. But then Murata was like, "Nope, we ain't doing that," and it just went God mode and gave the most insane fight I've ever seen. Like I've never seen anything like that. And to me, much better than the webcomic I ever would have been. I think that one of Murata are helping with One Punch Man season 3. I mean, do they need to though? Because I have, in terms of anime, I don't have that much faith, to be honest. After season 2 at least. Because season 1 was done by Madhouse. Fucking perfect season. Like, every single episode was 10 out of 10. I didn't have a single complaint. Every single episode was as good as the next one. But then they switched studios for some reason, and the quality decreased massively, drastically. And I know the studio for season 3 is it's not a bad one. It looks pretty fucking good. But I'm gonna have to wait and see. Gonna have to wait and see. And who knows, maybe like I might watch the season I might watch season 3 on Twitch if you guys are interested. We can watch it together. Same studio season 2? Really? Wait, really? I thought it was a different season again. Different studio. Because from what I've seen so far, like the art style looked drastically different, which made me happy. It looked better. But I could have sworn it was a different studio. Remember the outrage from the table talk? But okay, so I'm not really with I'm not involved in the One Punch Man community, so I was not aware of outrage. And I think I would have been pissed too if Murata just threw that conversation away. I would have been angry too, or annoyed. But what followed after was definitely worth it. Like, that was one of the best things I've ever seen. Madhouse, yeah. Actually, apparently Madhouse also animated Death Note. I didn't know that. JC staff this time. Okay, I thought it was the what's it called? The Demon Slayer studio. Ufotable. I thought Ufotable took it over. Wait, people didn't like the idea of, like, people didn't like the talk itself, or they didn't like Murata's version? Because I was a huge fan of the talk. Like, I really liked it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be really fucking dope. And Murata took a risk, gave us his own version, and I'm 100% on board with it. Girlfriend's back, also have to leave. Had fun time, we'll be here next. Okay, have a good one, man. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time. Metal did Free. Oh, really? Free Run also one that I want to watch, but I'm not sure if I'll. I mean, I could do it on Twitch, I guess. Then again, it's gonna. I'm so bad with scheduling. Don't get why no name anime got top tier studio manga with such a god. I mean, yeah. Kingdom, Berserk. That was another one that was really, really bad. Oh yeah, I mean, One Punch Man, even not bad, but like could have been better. You watch anime? Yeah, I can. As long as I don't upload the VOD, the channel will be safe. Oh, Free on board you. Okay, interesting. Because I've actually heard nothing but good shit about it. Which Mokusho things say it was crazy good. I've heard of that anime, no idea what it's about though. Trying to think. Oh! So, Kingdom, Berserk, One Punch Man, Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk had a... They decided to give Slam Dunk a new anime a couple years ago. They used shitty ass CGI for it, which is a absolute fucking crime. I don't know, I mean, I don't know if you guys are aware of Slam Dunk, if you've ever watched it or read it. It is the best sports manga, and it's not even close. There is no contest. Like, I'm not able to watch any other sports manga because of Slam Dunk. That's how fucking good it is. And they gave it such a bad treatment. CGI for basketball anime is, yeah, it's fucking insane. Wait, the animation is 10 out of 10? Blue Lock? Blue Lock. Oh wait, the PowerPoint thing. I remember the PowerPoint memes of it. Wait, Ota, are you talking about the old Slam Dunk anime or the new one? And as for Slam Dunk, like, even though the old anime, like, the pacing was very slow, like, it is so fun to watch. Like there's something so soothing and relaxing just actually watching the old Slam Dunk anime. I thought people liked the CGI use on Slam Dunk. I mean, I refrained from watching because I saw what it looked like. I could be wrong. But like, compared to the OG anime, it just feels wrong. People, I've heard that there are continuous panel of no dialogue and it's still as good. The manga? I mean, fuck. So my Slam Dunk journey is kind of strange, because I first watched Slam Dunk when I lived in Morocco. Watched it in Arabic, loved it so much, but they never finished it. And then years later, like when I watched it, I was in the Netherlands when I was like 17 or 18. I decided to look it up because I really wanted to watch it. Watched the whole thing again, and then I realized, oh, they never finished the anime. And then I read the manga, and it got so much better. Then it's been like 10 years since I read the manga, so I can't speak much on it, but I remember my experience being phenomenal, and it's one of the best stories I've ever read. Like, such a good payoff. For Blue Lock, I started to enjoy more when I stopped treating it as a Spokon? Read as a battle shonen with football stack. And also for Blue Lock, I've seen so many meme posts and I can't tell if they're real. Like I saw an edit. I'm not even sure if it's an edit, but like I saw a panel of a Blue Lock panel with Radahn from Elden Ring as a attack, and I was like, wait, is that real or are people memeing? I straight up couldn't tell because it looked real. Vagabond authored, yeah, the Slam Dunk author also did Vagabond. Yeah, I'm aware. That's why it's so fucking good. Sometimes get confused that I'm up to date. I mean, it's when you describe it like that, it actually sounds funny to watch, but I'm not sure. And as for other sports anime, I know there's the volleyball one, but it doesn't look appealing. I tried watching Kuroko no Basket because I was like, I love Slam Dunk, so I'll watch another basketball anime. Did not even come close. I watched a couple episodes, but it just wasn't it. Yeah, Haiku, yeah, the volleyball anime. Wait, Haiku? I've heard nothing but good shit about it, but it doesn't look appealing to me. 'Cause I mean, it's still volleyball. I mean, I'm not really into volleyball. Also, one panel for a Blue Lock. There was a whole fucking dragon. Yeah, I've seen the dragon one, but the one that caught my attention, the one that, like, when I saw the Radon panel, to this day, I don't know if it's real or not, but that panel almost had me reading, starting to read One Punch, Blue Lock. I don't give a damn about basketball, but there's also manga about basketball people. Wait, the Kuroko basket? Maybe another sports manga. I mean, if you haven't read Slam Dunk, give it a try. I mean, even watching the anime, even though the anime is so slow, it's such a vibe. One move also had a Reaper like Minato from the... That's crazy. And about Radon, it must have been a me. I mean, guess so, because that was wild. The name's real, done by the same. Okay. Have you tried Dandadan? I've tried. It started so good, but then I saw like the girl was about to get by the freaky ass aliens, and that kind of turned me off. Like, it was like really, like, it wasn't even done as like a negative thing to showcase it as a bit negative thing. It was done as a gag, and I was like, nah, not for me. But like the old ghost lady when she made the dick joke, that was funny as fuck. It never happened. That's not the point. I know it didn't happen. I watched the whole episode. I know it didn't happen. But it's just the whole thing that whole scene was like, wait, am I really? It just gave me the wrong first impression for the whole anime. Wait, in terms of comedy anime, nothing beats Gintama. To this day, I see clips on Instagram, and I fucking died laughing every single time. And for some reason, like the Gintama movies, they're impossible to watch because they're straight up unavailable. And after a long search, I was only able to watch the second Gintama movie. I damn near pissed myself laughing. I damn near died laughing. Like, I could not believe how funny that was. I've never seen anything like that. What even is Gintama about? Yes. Just yes. That's what it's about. So Gintama is a comedy anime. It's a slice of life anime. There's about 100 and close to 200 episodes, I think. 210, maybe. And if you want to give it a try, honestly, the best way to watch it, just during dinner, watch 1 or 2 episodes. That's it. Because each episode is a separate story. So you can just watch 1 or 2 episodes and just wait until the next day. However, there are 4 serious arcs in the story. So once you reach one of those serious arcs, suddenly you find yourself binging 35 episodes in one sitting. And then after that, the serious stuff ends. And then you're back to the slice of life stuff. And just watching 1 or 2 episodes per day. And don't get me wrong, those separate episodes, they are the funniest shit you'll ever see. And they also serve as they serve as such a great tool to like get to know the characters. And just to see them develop and develop their relationship with each other. Like my first ever interaction with Gintama was watching the main character grab an old man from behind and with his arms like this, and then suddenly Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z comes out of nowhere and special beam cannons him out of just like that. And when I saw that, I was like, I need to see that whole episode. So I watched that episode and I could not stop laughing. It was so insanely funny. And after that, I watched the whole series. I just started watching. Took me like a year and a half to finish because I was watching like 1 or 2 episodes, but it was so. Oh, you don't know? Oh, I'm good. You're going to witness something. Hold up. Let me just prepare yourself. Hold up. Now let me go to full screen. Now let me raise the volume. This is no context. It's 30 seconds. Now, anyone who's audio only, I'm gonna recommend you take a look at this. Hold on, let me switch to. Oh, never mind. All right, you guys ready? Here you go. This came out of nowhere. This is the clip that I saw. Oh, it's not the main character. It's just a homeless man. And the whole plot of this episode is they need this old man with the brown like the old man that's being grabbed. They need to keep him alive because they're stuck in a time loop. And every single time they reset time and they try to save his life and he dies, and every single time they reset time, he dies in more and more ridiculous ways. And eventually this fucking happens. I mean, it's supposed to be Piccolo, but he only has one antenna. So yeah, I saw this clip and I reached out to my friend. I was like, "Yo, what episode is this? I need to see it." And it was a 2-parter. What am I saying? Okay, so like I said, each episode of Gintama is a separate story. So like it's like, I mean, you know, like how some anime have like villain of the week, but this is a slice of life. So each episode it's his own story. So main character wakes up, realizes he's stuck in a time loop because he has a clock next to his bed, and the clock isn't moving, and he's noticing no one is moving, and he realizes, oh wait, this is a special clock, and time is not moving forward, and I'm the only one who can move. Everyone else is frozen in time. So he goes to the local genius, who's like this old man that's being killed right now, and he realizes he cannot move either. So he tries to fiddle with the clock, trying to move forward just a little bit, just to try to communicate with the old man. And he moves it like 2 minutes forward, and he looks at the man and he dies. So within those 2 minutes, the man dies. So he resets time, and he tries to prevent the old man's death by replacing him, and then moves time forward, and he dies in a more ridiculous death. And he's like, okay, let me try again. Resets time, does something else to like try to save him. And that loop happens over and over and over again. And eventually resets time, looks at the old man, and finds himself getting killed by fucking Piccolo. No, it is the greatest fucking thing. Like, imagine, like, I'm telling you, there's nothing funnier than this. You will piss yourself, like, you will die laughing watching this anime. There's some shit I would put on right before sleeping and then never. Yeah, no, I have never felt asleep during Gintama. And don't get me wrong, the series arcs, they are fucking like the action, especially the fight scenes are fucking brutal. Once shit gets real, it is a completely different anime. You will fucking cry. You will cry your eyes out. And there's fuck, I can't watch it on stream, but there's a certain clip that within 10 seconds you will go like within 2 or 3 minutes you listen to a story and you go from crying to just die hard laughing. Yeah, no, it literally comes out of nowhere. There is no you don't get any explanation from this for this. And this author, he got not even the author, but like this manga has gotten like so many copyright issues because it parodies a lot of anime, like from Dragon Ball to Bleach to One Piece to JoJo's to Death Note, I think even to Fist of the North Star. So Shonen Jump was getting really fucking tired of the author. So out of nowhere, as Shonen Jump always does, they suddenly told the author of Gintama, they told him like, you have 4 chapters to finish this manga and fuck off. So what does the author do? He dedicates the last 4 chapters. He dedicates those 4 chapters towards a wedding between a gorilla and a man. So for 4 chapters, I was reading the manga. I was like, wait, the manga is about to end. Where's the climax? What is happening? And I'm reading, and it's the fucking marriage between a gorilla and a man, and I'm being trolled right there. So essentially, the author was like, nah, fuck you, Shonen Jump. You're getting a marriage between a gorilla and a man. And then he moves to a different publisher and continues the story finish the story for I think it was Seinen or another publisher. They did the same with they fucked Kubo over hard, I know, and they tried to do the same with this author, but this author is just built different. He was like, nah, fuck you, you're getting a gorilla. You were going to read a gorilla getting married to a human for 4 weeks straight. No, he does not give a shit. What is the Duckman thing in Gintama? Wait, Duckman? Oh, yeah, that's Elizabeth. I don't know why. I don't know what Elizabeth is. I don't know who Elizabeth is, but I fucking hate Elizabeth. But eventually, I grew getting closer to Elizabeth, but I still hate him. Anime manga represents the and also this is the MC, as you know, like the white-haired dude. He's the main character, and he gets voiced by the same voice actor as young Joseph Joestar from Part 2 in JoJo's. So it also makes it even funnier. And I mean, also that once again, like there's one time they had an episode about a funeral, and only him and another guy were able to see the ghost of the guy who died, and they just shit themselves to get haunted by said ghost. And it's just it's just different. And also, there's also a character that's being voiced by the same actor as Zoro, which is also just even funnier. How many episodes? Let me see. Gintama. How many episodes? What? No, fuck. Really? No wonder it took so long. I thought it was 210. It's 367. like I thought it was like 210, but nah, my bad. And also, just like the anime is like does not like the anime is not concluded. Like the anime got cancelled. So after you finish the anime, you have to move on to the manga for like the last 50 chapters. And I was so scared because when I finished the anime, when I had to move on to the manga, I was so scared because I thought it was not gonna hit the same. And I switched to the manga, and the first chapter fucking died laughing. The author is just built different. Yeah, there's no filler in Gintama. There is no filler in Gintama. Oh, Lucas. Wait. Sorry, I don't know where you got it, but I didn't notice you at all. I didn't acknowledge you. Sorry about that. But yeah, there is a final movie, and I still have yet to watch it, and I really want to watch it on stream someday. And I don't know when. Like I want to watch it with quite a big group on Twitch. That'll be so good. But I don't know how many people are like into Gintama. Like I know there's a few. But if I can get like 10 people like on Twitch to watch, that would be great. Next series, what? Yeah, and take my word for it. take your time with Gintama. Do not rush. And especially like the first 20 episodes are fairly slow because the author is still like trying to figure out what's and how to go about things. Because the comedy is not as prominent yet in the first couple episodes, but it's still there. But once you hit like the, I mean, I don't even win, but there's gonna be a moment where he just really clicks with you. Oh, and there's actually a similarity with Kagurabachi and Gintama, because both take place in a different version of Japan. So like, except Gintama takes place in a feudal type Japan, except it's very futuristic, but also very, very old fashioned. Literally rated. Wait, is literally number 5 rated on? Oh, okay. I mean, no, it is an S tier anime. Like, not even joking. It is one of the best. Like, if I ever do a tier list for the anime and manga that I read, this one is up there. Like, really, really up there in the S tiers. And I tried, like, it's the one thing that's a shame about Gintama. Like, it's not as big on YouTube. Like, so I can just watch fun. Well, actually, no, I'm explaining it differently. Like the YouTubers that make clips for Gintama, they don't do the best job, and they cut the clips very poorly. For some reason, they only put in the punchline. They don't put in the build up for the joke. They only give us the punchline and move on. And to this day, I curse the person who has said that what's the name? What's it called? That one isekai anime. That's a parody or some shit. Maybe because of copyright? Yeah, that's a good point. What's that one isekai anime called that's supposed to be funny? With a blue-haired chick. Yeah, Konosuba. To this day, I curse the person who has told me that Konosuba is funnier than Gintama. I went into Konosuba thinking, oh fuck yes, I'm going to watch something funnier than Gintama. I did not laugh once. I watched like 6, 7, 8 episodes. Did not laugh once. The jokes were there. I acknowledged the jokes, but they were just ha funny. They were not. Like, there's levels to this shit. The only other thing or person that has made me laugh like Gintama is George Carlin, the comedian. Other than that, other than Gintama and George Carlin, I haven't seen anyone come close to that. Maybe Bill Burr, but other than that, nah. Bill Burr is good. Like, he's not made me laugh like George Carlin did. You should watch Mashal. I have heard about Mashal, that it's the mage wizard anime something. I heard it is pretty funny. The humor is very anime, a lot of screaming and exaggeration. Don't really like it. Wait, Konosuba? The only one without magic in a world where magic is. Oh yeah, I've heard that description before. Yeah, I've heard that. People without magic are allowed to, okay, that. I mean, if that's the premise to a comedy, then yeah, that has potential to be actually funny. Mashal can be compared to Gintama. No, I don't think he's compared to Gintama. He's just saying like it's funny. Send a clip of Discord? I mean, are you... Wait, did you join the Discord? No, I didn't get a notification. Oh, you did? Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, you can set clips in Discord. Oh, and someone dropped a sub. Whoever that was. Appreciate it, and we are back. +2. We went down for a bit, but we back. Marshall is like One Punch Man, but less fun. Yeah, One Punch Man is pretty fucking funny. I think in terms of live stream, when any live stream I've had, I think One Punch Man has made me laugh the hardest. I think Comedy One Punch Man is one of the funniest shows ever. No, One Punch Man is definitely it's really fucking funny. And no, there's no doubt about that. But it sounds disrespectful, honestly. It's nowhere near as Gintama, honestly. Like, it sounds disrespectful to One Punch Man to say it like that. Kagurabachi. Oh. Oh, right. I didn't... Never caught on to the fact that Shiro has gotten so many scars compared to the first chapters. Fair enough. Man, what is... I've lost my Chrome tabs for some reason. I don't know where the fuck they are. Oh, there it is. Also mixed with Harry Potter, not like if it was Labai. Wait, do they have like the same like the Harry Potter cloaks? Because if that's the one, that I think I've seen something like pictures of it. Oh, wait. Boo. Let me switch. Let's see, what is this? Control Shift T. I mean, I'm on Mac, so I wonder if that will work. Let's see. Let's turn up the volume. Oh, it is with the chorus. Yeah, he turned it to... Oh, geez, I just got the Harry Potter reference. Holy shit. I just got the reference. In Harry Potter, they had to like pull out the screaming. Got it. Do you skip or listen to the openings while watching anime? Depends. For JoJo's, I did not skip a single episode. For Death Note, I kept it the first few times, but then I started skipping. Mostly I skip. I think JoJo's is the only exception. Like, I watched the openings a couple times, unless they're spoilery. But usually I skip them after watching a few times. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. I am done for. I am dead. I'm going straight to bed. Still managed to pull off a 2-hour live stream for Kagurabachi, a single chapter. All right, as you guys know, next stream will be One Piece on Friday. Sunday, most likely Vinland Saga. And Monday, we are starting with JJK. And of course, Kagurabachi. All right, you guys have a good one. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.